Before the break, children had a lot of questions about when life was going to get back to normal. One of the things they're wondering about, of course, is school and learning. And let's face it, it's been pretty challenging for both students and children at home and also for parents as well. So we wanted to get your questions answered. We're bringing in our education expert, Dwayne Matthews. Hey, Mr. Matthews, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm very well. It is tough for students and families, the parents and kids trying to find this new way of learning at home. I want to bring you the first question. Here you go.
Oh, hi there. My name is Roshan and I am 7 years old. I do some of my classes online. And I like to watch movies at night. And I also like to play Fortnite. How much screens is too much screens?
Roshan, hey, how you doing? That was fantastic. You look like you're starting up your own company already. And so all screens aren't equal. And so what we do in my house is we look at entertainment, we look at education, and we look at social. And we measure and monitor how long that's going to go. So we have an app called Screen Time, and we monitor and measure how long our son is on there. And so what I also do is we have something called Pioneer Time, which is 12 to 4 on the weekends every day where there's no electronics. So that time we may draw, we may do something with books, we may play games together, but we have that time. But really, what's really important is not how much screen time, but how do you feel? So if you find that you have headaches, if you find that you have neck pains, if you find that you're not even noticing time go by, or if you find you're really, really grumpy, that means that you're probably having a little bit too much screen time and you want to back it up from there. But fantastic question, and I love the suit.
All right, Mr. Matthews, this question from Charlie.
Why do some people have Zoom classes and I don't? Shouldn't it be fair?
Charlie, that's a fantastic question. And wouldn't it be great if everything was fair? But here's the reality: most of the teachers have not been trained to give an online class. And so while the boards and the schools are trying really, really hard to kind of get everybody up to speed, there are thousands and thousands of teachers. Some are really comfortable, some are not comfortable. So now they're going through and they're trying to figure it all out. They're talking to each other. So know that all the schools are trying really hard. But this is a huge opportunity, Charlie, because right now you can go online and you can learn anything that you want to learn. You can follow up on things that you haven't done in the past that you didn't have a chance to do, or you can do really exciting things. There are lots of creative projects and stuff that you can do online. So I would take it as a big opportunity to do really cool and interesting projects.
All right, this question now from Marquesa.
Will I be ready for grade 1 next year? Yes or no?
I have to say, I think this is a pretty common feeling among students right now. Going, I'm not in the environment in the classroom. So will I be ready? Will I be at the same level as my peers? What advice do you have for them?
Yes, you're going to be ready for school for next year. There's going to be a lot of review. Remember, all of the students across the planet have been pulled out of school. So everybody's going to have to do some extra review come September. So you're going to be ready to move ahead. So don't spend too much time worried about that. Just spend time learning. And remember, in grade 1, what's important? Play, play, play. You're going to learn a lot from playing. Make sure that you're playing and not worrying too much. But if you really want to get into some extra things, they're great apps. One that I can think of is Sago Mini School, where there's reading. People can read aloud. You can hear the app reading aloud to you. It's fantastic.
All right, so we have this question now about what the classroom is going to look like when everyone goes back to school.
Hi, my name is Ara and I'm 10 years old. Hi, my name is Hike and I am 7 years old. And I was wondering that when we go back to school, will we do social distancing and how far will it be?
So that's a fantastic question. Hi, Ara. Hi, Haig. Here's what I know. What I do know is when we do go back, school is going to look different until we beat the virus, and we will beat the virus. And so, how do we do that? When I have a question like this where I don't know, I usually ask myself two questions: who has done it? And what did they do? So with the parent, you can go online and think who's done it and what have they done. There are approximately 200 million students that started the social distancing and all of that before us, and now they're starting to go back into school. So we can go online and we can figure out what are some of the things that they're doing. And you know what? You could suggest some of those things to your principal and to your teachers so you're a part of the solution as well. This is a great time for you to also share with your principal. Maybe they could learn a thing or two from you.
I love that. The collaboration, the creativity that's going to come out of all of this. We thank you so much for your time, Dwayne Matthews.
Thank you for having me.